If you thought about buying a home in Missoula, Montana, the next 3 months may be the best opportunity that we've seen over the last 5 years. And I don't say that lightly. My name's Jeremy Williams with the Bannock Real Estate Group here in Missoula, Montana, and I want to walk you through the numbers, what they're telling us right now, and why I believe the next 90 days is going to be the best time to buy a home than we've seen in a long time. So let's start where we ended this coming into December. Currently, there's 322 active listings, 64 new listings came on the market, 113 homes are under contract with 58 new under contracts over the last 30 days, and 67 homes closed during last month. Right now, that works out to about 4.8 months of inventory, which is a very different world from the ultra tight, multiple offer situations that we've seen in the last couple of years. Really what it's doing is it's turned into a more normalized market. On pricing, medium home price for active listings is $515,000, and the medium sold price is $545,000. On speed, you can expect to see homes sell between 90 and 120 days right now on average. So what's different now compared to what we've seen in the last 5 years? Well, first, homes aren't selling in a blink of an eye anymore, and we're now taking 2 to 4 months to get homes sold from when they were listed on average. So it actually, you have time to think, compare, and actually negotiate in a lot of cases too. Second, prices have softened off their recent highs, and we're not seeing a big crash numbers like we saw a couple years ago, but the combination of slightly softer pricing, longer days on market is very different than what we experienced in, say, 2020 to 2022. Third, rates are down from the recent peaks, which means the same house today often comes with a noticeably better payment than it did at the top of the rate spike. Put these things together and you get something that we haven't seen in the last 5 years: more inventory, more time, less competition, and better overall buying conditions. Now, this is why I'm so focused on the next 3 months in particular. We're in the winter market, and then, as we come in next year, early spring lull that we typically see. And during this time, we see fewer people listing their homes, fewer people out there shopping, and we can see by the numbers, the new listings, new pendings, and closings all eased as we went into December, which is actually a normal market for Missoula. But the homes that are on the market tend to be more serious sellers. With 4.8 months of inventory, longer days on market, the folks that are still listed right now are usually the ones that want to get a deal done. Now, historically, as we move into the spring, and I do expect the same trend to continue this year, we're going to see more listings, more showings, more competition, and pressure for prices tend to go back up. Because one thing we want to pay attention to is, even though prices are softening so far this year, we're still at a 2 to 3% appreciation, which means prices are still currently going up right now, just at a slower pace than what we've seen in years past. So I do expect that trend to continue or even increase as we head into the spring. So my expectation is pretty simple. The window where we have softer prices, lower competition, and still decent rates is really happening in the next 90 days. As we get into the spring, I expect buyers to jump back in and upward pressure on prices to return. Now, if you've even thought about buying in, say, 2025, the year's almost over, or anytime 2026, here's what I'd be looking at. If you wait until late spring or summer, you're probably walking into more competition and stronger pricing. Right now, shopping in the market with over 300 active homes and sellers who are more open to realistic offers, and when you don't have to race to the house and try to beat out 10 other buyers, is probably going to get you a better house than other times of the year. And the combination with softer prices, longer days on market, improved rates, environment is exactly what we waited for the last 5 years. And here it is. It's right here. So it's not someday in the future. We want to pay attention to that. So if your plan is, I'm going to buy a home this year anyway, maybe the question is if you're going to buy a home. It's just when. For where I'm sitting, January, February, March look like they're going to be the best buying window that we've seen in a long time. Now, if you're a seller watching this, it doesn't mean that you're in trouble. We're seeing solid sold prices. The medium sold price was $545,000, and homes are still closing very close to list when they're priced and presented correctly. What does this mean? What it does mean is that buyers who are active in the market in the next few months are being well-informed and selective buyers. So actually, it's a great time if you pair realistic pricing with strong presentation to get your home sold. It's especially a good time if you're selling and buying in the same market, because you have the benefit on you get the benefit on the purchase side as well. So if you want to know whether the next 90 days is really your shot to buy a home in Missoula and what kind of homes could you really realistically get into based on today's prices, reach out. We'll walk you through what's available in your price range right now, how the recent softening in prices and increased days on market work in your favor, and what it might look like if you're looking to buy now versus waiting until spring. If you found this information useful, hit like, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss another update as we head into the spring market. My name is Jeremy Williams with the Bannock Real Estate Group, and we look forward to talking to you soon.